Welcome back to the Pokebrarian's Pokemon Prism Nuzlocke. We are just picking right up where we left off. I'm actually filming these two episodes on the same day. So we're going to go back to Mound Cave and see what we can find for our first Pokemon. Now remember last time we ran into a Zubat and I invoked the Species Clause, which says that I do not have to catch duplicate Pokemon for my team. What we're hoping for here is an Electric-type Pokemon. This is going to be the day when we find out if we're successful. So there's a rock over there that we can't do anything to. Chomper does not eat rocks when he's with you as a trainer. Okay, so you see there's two ladders here. Up goes... our first Pokemon for the route, Geodude. Well, we're going to get a Geodude, kids. Got to figure out how we're going to get a Geodude. I think we're just going to try some quick attacks. I don't want to do too much damage to him because he is a ground-type Pokemon, so normal attacks won't do a lot of damage to him, but if I were to, say, hit him with a water gun or something that was effective against him, it would probably kill him in one shot, which is not a good plan if you're trying to catch these Pokemon. He's going with that Harden. We're just going to keep bouncing on him with Quick Attack. That was a crit. Another Tackle. Alright, so now that he's in the red, we're going to switch over to Mary. And we are going to sing him a lullaby. Which doesn't work. Alright, try that again. There we go. So there's a big problem with Geodude that should be immediately apparent if you know your Pokemon types. Geodude is rock ground. So he is essentially a less good version of Chomper. Geodude has two evolutions, but one of them you can only access by trading, unless they change that in this ROM hack. We got our Geodude. Geodude, the rock Pokemon, proud of their sturdy bodies, they bash against each other in a contest to prove whose is harder. Give a nickname to Geodude, yes. Let's name him Dwayne. I'm not going to explain that joke. See if anybody else gets it. Okay, so we've got Dwayne in our party now. Dwayne is probably going to be the first Pokemon in this Nuzlocke that I put in the box. Because he is not good for our team, and he also is not what we need for Mound Cave. What we needed was an electric Pokemon, which we did not catch. Oh, it supersonics me. That is bad. Well, we'll show off Chomper's new Rock Throw move. So yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Since I now know that I'm not gonna get... Oh, here, this'll work. This would have been good if I'd run into this instead of the Geodude, but there's nothing I can do. Okay, so this is gonna be our utility Pokemon. This is Shinx. He's an electric type. We're gonna switch right into that Mary and put him to sleep. I would love to have a Shinx on my team, but it was not meant to be. We will just use him... Come on. There we go. as a utility Pokemon, and then we will release him at the end of Mound Cave when we don't need him anymore. Chucking some balls at that Shinx. So Shinx does not count for the Nuzlocke at all. He is not a Pokemon that we caught. He will not count for Species Clause because I'm going to release him. He is purely a utility Pokemon that we're going to use to get us through this cave. So we will just name him Slave, so that I remember that he's not supposed to be on our team. Slave the Shinx. Oh, and he gets put in the grave box. That's not exactly what I meant to have happen. Well, anyway, we're going to go back to Oxalis City. We are going to get Shinx and put Dwayne in the box. And then we will have our Electric-type Pokemon to get through this cave with. And at the end of the cave, we will let him go. So there goes Zubat. Vixen and Chomper gain a little bit of experience. Oop. Another Zubat. Bye, Zubat. Alright, well, be that as it may. I don't feel great about having to catch a utility Pokemon, but you will see why I need one so bad. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna change box to box 1. And we're gonna deposit Dwayne. Dwayne is the only thing in box 1 right now. We're going to switch over to the grave box where I accidentally deposited Slave. And take him out. Say hi to Hermione and Ruby for a second here. Heal up at the Pokemon Center. Now we need to make sure that our party order is correct. Yeah, Slave is at the bottom of the team. We will know that he should not be used or leveled up in any way. He's just here to get us through Mound Cave. So I will show you the whole thing inside Mound Cave, what all it is that we're trying to do. Another Geodude. We're going to switch into Mary for this Geodude. Mary's going to be our Geodude killer. Because Water Gun is fierce. And is going to one-shot these level 6 Geodudes, no problem. Gonna run down here. My roommate just brought me coffee, which is fantastic. Alright. Switch over to Chomper. Get that rock throw going. Coffee is a requirement for successful Nuzlocking. It's like you do. Excuse me while I loudly slurp my delicious coffee. Alright. So the first place we're going to go is we're going to go up this up ladder. Find ourselves a super potion. We will hang on to that. Oop. So as you can see, a lot of Mound Cave is going to be a maze. Oh, here's another Pokemon I would have rather had than a Geodude. It's Paul! Everybody say hi, Paul. Hi, Paul! Alright, so it's a Slowpoke. What would be best to use against a Slowpoke? Let's see how Barbara does. Slowpoke is probably going to know Water Guns, so we don't want to have Vixen or Chomper hanging out here, getting wrecked. Astonish is super effective against Slowpoke because he is part Psychic. So Barbara is absolutely the right choice. We're going to keep that Astonish going and try for some flinches. There's the Water Gun I was worried about. And we get the flinch. One more Astonish. We'll finish it off. Bye, Paul. We found a mining pick. So mining picks are an interesting additional feature in this game. Later on I'll show you what we use one for. Here's a Paris. Vixen is going to Ember that Paris for sweet, sweet 4 times super effective damage. There he goes. Yeah, mining picks are part of a kind of a mini game that you can play, where you mine ores from rocks and then smelt them, but we don't have all the components of that yet. Another Shinx. We're going to switch over to Chomper. Who is going to Mud Slap that Shinx. That is all going to be a ton of damage. There he goes, one shot. So we go up here, and you see there's a guy up there in a mining helmet. Gligar. Alright, Gligar. He's a weird mix of types. I believe he's ground flying. Gotta get Marion. And miss? You gotta be kidding. There we go. Water Gun is going to do lots of damage because he's a ground-type Pokemon. Here we go again. Taking a drink. Coffee. While Gligar fainted, everybody gets some experience. Ah, hello there! I'd like to leave this place, however. These rocks are blocking the exit. I almost have enough dynamite to get rid of these darn things, but I'd need about 5 more to get them out of my way. Forever, hee hee. If I'm not mistaken, there should be some dynamite left. It should be spread out on the bottom floor. However, I saw a bunch of multicolored freaks hanging around there. If you want to help me out and deal with them, be my guest. I'm still waiting for the dynamite. I need 5 sticks to blast us through. Alright, so 5 sticks of dynamite. And we have multicolored trainers hanging around on the bottom floor, guarding this dynamite. I'm still not going to spoil the surprise if you haven't played this ROM hack or the other ROM hacks in the series. I'm going to wait till we get down there. Here goes Mary the Merrill. Using that Water Gun to ruin some Geodudes. He hangs on with Sturdy. So Sturdy is a passive ability that lets Pokemon survive with 1 HP if they would have been killed in a single attack. Mary grows to level 16. Trying to learn Future Sight. Future Sight. Interesting. It's better than Tackle. So Future Sight's a weird move. It is technically a Psychic-type move, but it deals non-typed damage, and it deals that damage 3 turns after you actually use the move. So it's a really strange move. The first Pokemon that I remember having it in a playthrough of a Pokemon game that I did was Xatu in Pokemon Crystal. It's just, yeah. Because it's typeless damage, it's really hard to find a good time to use it. Because it doesn't work. You have it on a Psychic Pokemon, but it doesn't do a lot against Pokemon that would be weak to Psychic type. It's just it's an unusual move. Vixen leveled up. Alright, so now we're going to go down to the bottom floor. And we have to go through this weird side-scrolling area again. Sort of like the side-scrolling area in the Trainer Hall. Another Shinx. Much higher level Shinx. Gonna Mud Slap. Taking a drink. One more Mud Slap should finish it off. There goes Shinx. Got ourselves a Gligar here. Switch into Marry the Marill. And use that Water Gun to take Gligar down to past half health. It's another dead Gligar. Alright. Another Zubat. Well, we'll see. It might be appropriate to use Repel at some point so that we're not in Mound Cave for like 10 videos. Because the wild encounter rate in here is ridiculous. You're just constantly running into Pokemon. We break through the confusion and use Rock Throw. One-shot that Zubat. Everybody gets a teeny little amount of experience. So you can see there's an item over there that we can get to using these rock ladders. And it is a Moonstone. We don't have any Pokemon that evolve with Moonstone right now. But if I find a Clefairy or something later, you know, that could be helpful. I'm kind of taking my time in here because with a controller it's really easy to get stuck. Okay. So here we are, and you can see why it's important. Found ourselves an escape rope that will make getting out of here easier at the end. You can see why it's important to have an electric Pokemon. So it's pitch black in here. And we don't know the move Flash yet. I actually don't know if Flash is an HM in this game at all. But you have these glowing boxes that look like they have electricity running through them on the wall. Well, if we talk to one of the boxes, an electric Pokemon or move could start this light generator. Use Slave to start the light generator, and we say yes, and it lights up the interior of the cave for us. So that is why you need an electric Pokemon. And that is why we're going to be using Shinx as a slave in this cave. If you did not have an electric Pokemon, there is no other way to light up the inside of the cave by this point. Having an electric-type move would also work on those boxes, but there are no electric-type TMs available to us yet. You can see that we have all of the TMs that we've been able to gather at this point in the game, there's no electric-type moves there. So without Shinx, we would be stuck in the dark, and this cave is just way too big. Way too big to do without Bronzor. No, to do without light. So Bronzor is a Steel Psychic-type Pokemon. Because of its Steel typing, Ember is going to do a lot of damage. And its Confusion won't work super great on us because we're Fire-type. So we don't have an inherent weakness to Psychic. Tries to tackle. We're going to use one more Ember on it. That is going to be the end of Bronzor. Who has a really weird cry. That's crazy. Alright, so we're going to go down here first before we go up. Paris, we're going to toast it. Lightly roasted marshmallow, or not marshmallows, lightly roasted mushrooms. Okay, yeah, we can't get to that item yet. Man, there's a lot of good Pokemon in this cave. Here's a Sneasel. Gonna Ember that Sneasel. I don't believe it will know Cut. I think that only happened because it was on our rival. Oh, and we get a Burn, which is gonna wipe it out for us. And it made that Pursuit do a whole lot less damage, so that was really well timed. Vixen is trying to learn Feint Attack. Well, it's a decently good move. It's better than Roar. Vixen forgot Roar and learned Feint Attack. Okay, so we're going to do a couple things to speed up efficiency in our battles. We are going to switch our move order around. Here. We're going to put Ember and Quick Attack up on top for Vixen. We're going to put Rock Throw and Mud Slap up on top for Chomper. Put that Quick Attack up top for Rocket. Get Gust and Astonish over Leech Life and Supersonic on Barbara. Put Water Gun at the top for Mary. We don't worry about Slave. That'll just get our type moves up toward the top. Okay, so here, this will be the last thing we do in this video. We've got this guy in this black suit with a round helmet. He is one of the trainers that is guarding these sticks of dynamite. So you will see in a minute here what exactly we are dealing with. Be a good way to end the video. Mud Slap. We're going to Water Gun it. And miss. Oh, Mary. You're letting me down here. There's that Water Gun. And he hangs on with Sturdy. Tackles me down to 1 HP, which is terrifying. Let's get Rocket in for a Quick Attack. This Geodude, man, he is lucky, like unbelievably lucky. What is with all the missing in this playthrough today? Alright, we got him. So, before we fight this guy in the dorky suit, we are going to use this Super Potion on Mary, get her back to full health. And we're going to use a potion on Vixen. Alright, so now you will see what kind of trainer is guarding the dynamite. I just do what the boss says. If I get paid, I won't complain. That's right, kids. We're fighting the Power Rangers. So this is Palette Black. He is a palette patroller, also known as a Power Ranger. And he sends out a Houndour. So we're going to switch into Mary. So like I said, the Power Rangers have some pretty tough Pokemon. You can see Houndour here is level 13. So he's pretty scary. That's why I wanted to do that grinding in the last episode. But with Mary by our side, we are going to take him down relatively quickly. Mary grows to level 17. Palette Black sends out a Shuppet, which is a ghost-type Pokemon. I don't have... Do I have any Psychic-type moves that actually do Psychic damage? No. Alright, so we're just going to keep going with special damage, because that will hurt ghost Pokemon. It won't be super effective, but it will hurt them. Just keep an eye on our HP here and make sure nothing bad happens. Critical hit. And there goes Shuppet. Mary gains 270 experience points. And lastly, Palette Black is going to send out Eevee. So Eevee knows Sing. And this is going to be a problem if we allow it to become one. But we're going to try not to. We're going to switch into Chomper, because Eevee's normal attacks won't do much damage. And you can see that even with the type matchup being in our favor, this is a strong Eevee. Sorry, I'm just taking a second here to think about whether or not I can live one more quick attack from this thing. I think so. It's done less than 10 damage. I was wrong. Oh, you guys, I was wrong! It took out Chomper. I miscounted the damage. Chomper is gone. And if I'm not careful, I'm going to lose Mary too. Crap. We gotta get out of here. This is bad. This Eevee could end the Nuzlocke, people. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is for real. Oh. We got out. Chomper is dead. We've lost our Chomper. Unbelievable, everybody. I've been counting that damage. I was counting that damage, and I thought with 12 HP we were going to live that quick attack, and we did not. The damage variation must have been low on the previous two attacks. This is what happens. This is how Nuzlocks end. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use that escape rope, because we are in bad shape, and we need to get out of here. We are going to run back to town, being very careful not to get in any tall grass. Go to the Pokemon Center, and we have some work to do. First things first, we have to change... Oh, we are in the grave box. Alright, we're going to put Chomper Well, no, hang on. We need that soft sand. We're going to put Chomper in the grave box, everybody. And then we were going to change over to box 1. And we are going to withdraw Dwayne. So, here's what's going to happen. I mentioned at one point that I might do some off-screen grinding if things did not go well. And we are going to do that. We are going to do some off-screen grinding and level up Dwayne, the rock. And forgive me, my alarm's going off. There we go. Holy cow, we are going to level up Dwayne the Rock. And next time we will go back into the cave with Dwayne leveled up and see if we can do better. Because, man, those pallet patrollers are scary. Incredibly scary. We've lost Chomper. I can't believe it. Alright, you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And we will see you next time. Have a good day.